Recording.
Hey, I'm Steve,
I'm Floyd.
and this is Two Guys and a Dozen Donuts. And
Well,
since I'm at home, I still have my mug, but
I,
Floyd's on
I
the
got I
road.
got McCafe this morning,
And I
and
thought we would start.
and
So
and
obviously, look,
and a dozen donuts.
I
My
went
own dozen.
today.
And
I
as you
went
might be
to
able to tell, Steve, as I showed from our teaser a couple weeks ago, I am back in Terre Haute, Indiana.
Terre Haute, yeah,
Terre
as Les
Haute.
Nessman would say. Today I went to Donut Bros, and I love their box. You deserve a donut. And I'm starting this morning, by the way, with, as I talked about last time.
Butter.
Only my brother Louie and I would do this anymore now that Dad's not with us. But butter on a chocolate donut. It's good
That is
shit.
flavor. That is flavor.
And let's start with a little donut song. There's
Mm.
a lot of donut songs on the internet.
All right, let's hear it. Need it louder. I can't hear it.
All right,
Not coming through.
not so much. Damn it.
Can
Again, we're working on the
no,
technology.
we are. Steve and I, we want to bring the fans what they want. So despite the fact that we're not together, we're still bringing you this awesome podcast.
I
And
mean, right?
not
Look,
together, we're in different states.
yeah, look at that. It's only our third, really second full episode, but third time getting together with you guys, and we're already advancing to technology of
Technology is good.
multi-state podcasting.
I'm gonna turn off this light here. Turn it. Oh man, too bright, too bright. There. Oh, that's better.
Oh,
Much better.
man.
So Steve's left alone. His family went on vacation without him, which, you know, the guy goes out, he gets a job, and now he's like the family ATM. Family just
I
off to the
think I've
outer
always been that.
off to the damn Outer Banks, leave Steve home alone. And then I went down in Terre Haute. We got an alumni advisory board meeting over at Rose Holman this morning. Um,
How
but I
many of you
got,
watching this right now are thinking, why would they advise with Floyd? But, hey,
I got a lot of good shit to say. But I got square donuts too. This is good. This apple filled with nuts on top, Steve. Oh my God.
I already had the toasted coconut. Well, I had a blueberry one too. I shared that one with Marshall though. So this is actually my third donut already.
So as we normally do, just sharing some truth, talking about life, what's going on. Yesterday we had our normal breakfast club. For some of people know that. People we used to work with at Allstate, but it started years ago. Just on Friday morning, just like sitting at the table, having some breakfast. There used to be the breakfast buffet that you could get lots of food for a little money, and due to some shenanigans that may or may not have happened, they closed that down and quit doing that. But we still got together every Friday morning, a group of us, sit at the table, talk about life, talk about what's going on. And when the pandemic hit, we continued to do it virtually. And once in a while, we'll still get together, go out to a restaurant, have breakfast, talk about life. We yesterday morning we were together, what, about six of us, and just talking about stuff. And one of the things that came up, Steve, is all the useless shit we have in our houses. Stuff
Yep. And we're not talking spouses. We're
not
talking like
spouses at all.
inanimate objects.
Yeah, spouses, very important, very useful. Love of our lives. Best thing that's ever happened to both of us. Hard to believe
Wow.
that we're actually both married, quite honestly.
Still, yeah.
Yeah. But we're talking about things in our houses, and one of the things that came up, and I don't even know how we got to the subject because that's the way things happen. We just
Oh, I
talk.
know how we did. And I'm
How
going
we
to
go.
call him out because
Go
I
ahead.
really do think he's one of our number one fans, Dave Border. He's always looking for us to get right.
Yep, yep.
And and he started the conversation because they were cleaning out their basement because they're going to finish the basement.
That's right. Selling all the shit on Facebook. So if you're looking for stuff, go out Facebook, buy me. Look, Dave. I don't know how it works. Search for Dave Border selling all sorts of crap. Uh, Great deals. If he's offering it at $20, it's probably worth 50. So just offer him 40. You know, that's for you, Dave. Hopefully you make a lot of money there.
And that led to closets and just other useless things we have.
Because I think I was relating the fact that he was talking about how much shit they have in their basement. And I said, Kristen and I over the summer kept up, cleaned out a couple of closets. And we have one closet, not very big, or at least doesn't appear to, but it is like Mary Poppins purse. If you get that, right? You reach into that, and there was more stuff in there. We started taking it out, like just piling it in the family room and said, and then we'll go through it, put back what needs to go throughout the other stuff. I didn't think we were ever empty the closet. I mean, it just more stuff and more stuff. I was like, this is ridiculous. And the things you found in there, it was like, oh, look, there's something from our wedding that we never opened. It just, but you keep
For
it.
me, it was the triple crock pot on the shelf in our closet, which our closet, you've been to my house, our
Yeah.
hall front hall closet, we call it the coat check. Because I mean it's huge. And it feels like we're constantly cleaning it. But yeah, up on a shelf in there, there's one of those triple crock pot things. Probably something I bought one time because I needed to have
It's like
it.
a buffet that you put.
Yes.
Yeah.
But usually, if we need more than one crock pot, it's because we're having a large number of people over, and we have like three full-size crock pots and two small crock pots. So they're right here in the kitchen. So might as well just grab those versus go to the closet, up on the shelf, that whole thing. So I'm pretty sure that that's been in the box in that closet for 10 plus years and never been used.
Yeah.
Never. But one day we're going to use it, so we keep it.
And I related yesterday, we um moved into the house my wife grew up in. We actually live in a house that her parents built back in the late 60s. Uh, when her mom passed away, we bought it from her family, moved in there. So when you move in, because her mom had passed away in June of 2020 or 2002, it was just I should know these years because it was just before Micah was born. Um, 2002, we moved in there in October, November. But when you move into a house that your family had owned, like all of her mom's stuff was still there.
Ooh.
And to this day, in the crawl space, still lots of her mom's stuff. So if we
You
have,
realize that's like 23 years ago, right?
yeah, yeah. So we
Okay.
have tubs of Beanie Babies because my mother-in-law, I love her dearly, worked at the gift shop at the hospital at Lutheran General. And it was during the Beanie Baby craze. So they come in there and I think, I don't think she got paid. I think she got paid in Beanie Babies because her paycheck, went right back to buying Beanie Babies. But if we have one, we got to have 500, 800 Beanie
We
Babies.
we were there. We were there at one point, but then when we had the marmalade tree, we liquidated most of them. I think. I don't know.
Yeah. So someday we'll have to go through them because we got talking about it. People are like, oh, some are worth something. I was like, yeah, they're probably each worth like 4 cents nowadays.
Yeah.
But
Well, Trent looked it up yesterday. He said the highest price that Princess Di Beanie Baby ever sold for was $25,000.
I didn't have to go look for
I
that.
got I got one. I got one.
I'll have to find that.
So Beanie Baby, Beanie Baby, we told this story at the Breakfast
Yeah.
Club, or I did at the Breakfast Club. So my wife and her sisters were like that, right? Beanie Baby, it was like the thing back then, right? So they knew which stores were getting beanies on what days and whatever. One time, and apparently the Brookfield Zoo gift shop always got the new Beanie Babies. So they drove into the Brookfield Zoo, Square Donut, and
So
I
good.
get home
So
from
good.
work that day, and poor Megan, she was a little girl at the time. She's like, Dad, they we went to the zoo today, but they didn't let me see the animals. I'm like, what are you talking about? They literally drove from Aurora, that's when we lived in Aurora, to Brookfield Zoo, bought tickets to go into the gift shop to get beanies, and then went home and didn't even let Megan see the animals. She's probably scarred for life. I'm sure
Probably.
she will comment when she watches the podcast. She is scarred for life from that, probably.
Or she's been taught that lesson and she'll be taking her new little son, daughter. Do we know? Do you know? You don't know.
No, it's going to be a surprise. They don't even
Surprise.
know.
But soon. Because
Soon. I wonder
gotta
if
take,
this will show
gotta
up
take
on the
that new
screen.
new little baby to the zoo and not let them see the animals. That'd be great. Keep passing
Let's
that down.
let's see. Let's see. This probably won't show up on the screen, but I'm going to
We'll
show it
see.
anyway. This would be the ultrasound from this
Ah,
week.
there we go.
I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I kind
Oh,
of see
you can
it.
see the nose,
Trying to see.
little eyes.
Looks just like you.
Yeah, what's the date today? The 9th.
The 9th, couple of weeks,
27, 27, 18 days or less.
18 days or less.
Because 18, on the
Yeah.
27th.
Well, that's scary.
So
That's scare the crap out of you that you're actually an adult, you're married, you have children. Now you're gonna have grandchildren.
I know.
How
I'm
about
not
that?
sure. I have not yet met anyone at my new company. There's 200-ish employees. I I don't know that anybody at the entire company has a grandchild. No one I've met have. No one on the leadership
Well,
team does. I know
you're
that.
like in an insurance tech startup deal. Like all the kids are 14. I mean, my God.
They're 14 and they're smarter than me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But I can like make a paper football and they can't. So
Yeah, yeah, there's lots of things they don't know.
yeah.
Lots of they probably need this podcast for all the truth that the ideas that we share. Speaking of
I'm gonna
ideas,
have to
speaking of ideas, I was cruising the internet this morning because I got up early. And now I got to go on a tangent about that. And I'm a little pissed off about getting up early. Two things with this. First of all, I'm in a hotel room here in Terre Haute, Indiana, in the beautiful La Quinta.
Ooh.
Beautiful La Quinta. And I had set my alarm on my phone before I went to bed and put it down because I wanted to be up on time. I didn't want to miss this. Well, like at freaking 6 o'clock in the morning, I start hearing this beep. What the fuck is that? I'm sorry. What the heck is that? So that we don't get censored in any way.
Yeah.
Um, we don't have a time delay. Sorry about that. Apologize, Mom. Um, I hear this beep. Somebody had set the alarm clock in the room. Who uses alarm clocks anymore?
Uh, you know,
Doesn't
I've
everybody
learned
have a cell phone
always,
set in the room?
always check that when you get to a hotel.
But who uses them? Doesn't everyone
Yeah,
have a
but
cell phone?
6 wouldn't have been early. Oh, wait. It's 8 o'clock already there, right?
Yeah. Six was
Oh,
five.
okay. So you didn't need to get up that early.
I didn't
Okay.
need to get up that early. I
I've
had
been up since
45 more
3:30.
minutes. Yeah. But I've just thought about who uses the alarm clock in a hotel anymore? Doesn't
Yeah,
everyone use their phone?
I would think
But
so.
anyhow. But it was a good thing I got up. It was good thing. Then I was thinking about it after that. I gotta go back to work Monday.
Yeah. Hey, wait, before you go to work, here's something that maybe a few years from now is going to be one of those useless items laying around my house that never gets used. But
You got an alarm
this
clock,
was
digital alarm clocker to show me?
this was my purchase this week. I don't know if you guys have seen these on. I'm a TikTok fan and I
What
get
the
these
hell
in my
is
feed
that?
all the time. It's like a chest workout thing. So every day I'm going to
We
do
must.
30 of
We
these
must. We must
and
improve
then
our
30 of
cause.
these and then 30 down low. And I'm not going to show you the before. I'll just show you the before with the shirt on. But I'm going to go with our Thanksgiving podcast. I'll go shirt off and show you what this has done over 30. Oh, you can even do curls with it. Look, you can
Man.
just do like this and do curls. Oh. Now, when Barb watches this, she's going to be like, what'd you spend money on that for?
Yeah, how much did you spend on that?
29 bucks.
You're gonna have nice boobs.
I already do, but they might not be as boobish
But I was
in
saying, I
their.
got up early today though, which is good. Can I go back to school Monday? There have been days, Steve, that I haven't gotten up to almost 9 a.m.
How
None.
do you do that?
I just roll back over. Well, I get up, I have to go pee. I'm an old man, but then I just lay back down, roll over. I'm
See, I
fine.
can't. Once I'm up, I'm up.
I can. And I got to wear jeans. I got to wear long pants. I haven't done that since the last day of school.
You
And
wear
I got
jeans. You
and
don't
shoes.
wear at least like some nice
No,
Dockers or
no,
dress pants.
God, no, God, no. And then shoes. I mean, there have been times this summer, Steve, I've gone like a week without putting on a pair of shoes. When we were out at the lake over like the 4th of July, it was like 8 days, no shoes. I don't know that I could do this.
How dirty were your feet, man?
You just put them in the lake, nice clean lake water.
Well, there
Mm.
you go. I mean, at least get them wet every once in a
I mean,
while.
I washed, but just come. I could go barefoot all day long. I love being barefoot.
See, I'm just the opposite. I hate being barefoot right
Yeah,
now, even in the house.
Kristen's like
First
that
thing I
too.
do when I get up is I put on a pair of socks.
Yeah,
The
Kristen's
only
like that.
time I'm barefoot is when I'm out at the pool or sleeping. Other than that, I have socks on.
In the shower, you wear socks in the shower?
All right. Yeah. Okay.
All right, good. Oh, so good advice. Good advice. So I was cruising the internet this morning. Advice people need. about things in the, I'm gonna have to find the article. Maybe I'll post a link under this so that people could read it themselves. But the article was like great ideas that are slightly unethical,
Mm.
but good for you, I guess. Like I don't, that wasn't the title, but something like that. So I'll give you an example. One said, whenever you book a hotel room, always book the hotel room under Dr. Steve Tooze or Dr. Floyd Yeager.
Do you
Because
get a discount?
no, you don't get a discount, but the desk clerks tend to treat you. It's this social thing
Oh,
that the desk clerks tend to treat you better because you're a doctor. So they
oh.
might upgrade your room or not keep you waiting or do a little extra for you. And
Do
who
you
the
think do you think if I put a name tag on my desk now that I'm working from home, do
Dr.
you think if
Two?
I put a name tag on my desk that said Dr. Two's, Barb would actually treat me nicer like when she comes in?
Maybe. I mean, does she know you're not?
Maybe. I
Yeah,
could tell her I did it while she was gone on vacation. I got my doctorate while
there
she
you
was
go.
gone. Yeah.
Medical school in the Cayman Islands.
Yeah.
What do you,
I did a couple Zoom meetings, couple
couple of Zoom
classes. It
meetings.
was good.
They've had me dissect a chicken. It was all good. So that was one of the tips, and I think it could work. Oh, and speaking of that tip, I told Kristen this joke, doctor. The problem would be you're like down having breakfast and someone starts choking, and they say, "Is there a doctor in the house?" And they go, "Oh yeah, Doctor Two's over there." And then you got to try to help them. And now you're going to choke on this donut and you're home alone.
It was really good though. A little shout out to wait, what was her name? At Donut Bros this morning. I said, I'm doing a podcast, two guys and a dozen donuts. I'll give you a shout out. Oh, Ari. Her name was Ari.
Ari,
So Ari at Donut Bros in Plainfield, Illinois. Good donuts, especially the toasted coconut. That thing was awesome.
nice, nice.
What other
So the
what other
doc,
examples? Because I got a story, but you probably have another example.
so two more examples. Well, one example because I think the last example goes with the story if I'm thinking of it right. The next example was oh God, I can't think of it. Oh my God, I'm blanking.
Oh no.
There was one. I don't like this one though, because this one I think is not just unethical, but probably illegal and get you in trouble.
Oh, but this is the one I think I'm going to try.
Yeah,
Is this the
you said you
part?
might try. This
Yeah.
go to a parking garage like downtown where it's like $40 to park in the garage for a day, and it's one of those places where you take the ticket and you keep the ticket in your
Yep.
car, and then on the way out you have to put the ticket in and whatever. Take the ticket, go park, and put that ticket in your car. And when you're getting ready to leave, as you get to the exit, get out of your car, walk around and take another entry ticket, and then use that brand new entry ticket to exit.
I'm
So
not
instead of
saying
having been
I'm
there eight
gonna try
hours,
that.
instead of say been there 8 hours, now you've only been in the garage for 3 minutes.
I like that.
And save you a little money.
It's very expensive to park in the parking garage at Jay's apartment in downtown, so I'm
Now,
just saying, maybe.
not recommending it, not saying it's something you
Dude,
should,
that's the best advice you've given me in years.
possibly illegal,
Oh,
definitely
like,
unethical.
come on. Seriously.
Okay, try this one instead. This one, I think you should do. You have a risk with this one. Take Barb out to a nice restaurant. Now she's got to be in on it, know that it's going on. Take her out
Okay.
to a nice restaurant, preferably out of town, somewhere where people don't know you and Barb very
Okay.
well, right? And when you're there, as you get to the middle, towards the end of dinner, before dessert, get down on one knee, break out a ring box, propose to her, and have her get all excited and say yes, right? Everybody in the restaurant will applaud, and perhaps, just perhaps, you'll get a free meal or at least a free dessert out of it.
See, you know the risk I would run, though.
Barb might say no. She's
Barb would say
in on
no.
it.
Even if we planned it all out, she'd be like, dessert or embarrass Steve. I'm just going to say no. Because I don't know if we've already mentioned that. I'm sure we did, right? The first time I said I love you to her, she said I like you too. So she's probably just been waiting all this
That's
time.
funny because the first time I said I love you to Barb, she said, I've been waiting for you to say that. Barb, love you.
Oh, shit.
So, uh, so the last one talked about returning stuff, and this is the one I think you may have actually.
Oh, I'm going there.
But it says if you like have an old toaster and you need to get rid of it, go to Target, buy the new toaster, in the brand new box and take the old toaster, put it in the old box, or put it in the new box and return that. Because sometimes they won't take it without the box,
And
or
they don't open it.
took it way, you've owned it way too long, but you put it back in the new box, take it back, no one's the wiser.
So, yeah, I am going there. Uh, it, so it's when we lived in Aurora. So it was a long time ago, 25, 30 years ago or something. We decided because we just had it was a small starter home and it had like all the cheap linoleum tile when we moved in. And after a few years, we decided to put in like a laminate flooring. So we did the laminate flooring in the hallway and the downstairs bath and the kitchen and stuff. And then like when I went to Menards to purchase the laminate flooring, um, I mean, I had to buy a lot. I was spending a lot of money. And the guy said, "Hey, this is going on sale on Monday because whatever, maybe Labor Day or whatever was coming up." And I said, "Oh, well, can you just give me the sale price today?" And he goes, "No, but just keep your receipt and then you can come back and get a credit." That's why he said, get a
Yeah.
credit. So in my mind, I'm going to put $2,000 on my credit card. And then when I come back with the receipt, they're going to put $700 back onto my credit card. Okay. So we do the project. I go back like Monday or Tuesday. I go up to the counter. Barb has pulled up front in the van to just let me off. So she's wait because this should be a quick thing. The customer
Right.
service counter is right when you walk in. And they're like, okay, well, we'll give you a store credit. And I was like, well, no, like,
Oh,
no. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it's gonna take me forever to spend another $700 at Menards. Like, I just spent all this money on this big project and
well,
whatever.
no, you could spend a lot of money. You just put the shit in that closet and you'd never
Yeah,
use
right. It's the Menards closet.
it. Yeah.
My sister-in-law Karen has a prize closet because she gets free shit at the casinos all the time, and like everyone's always like, let's go make a trip to Aunt Karen's prize closet, the casino closet. Um,
But you don't
and
need a
I'm like, well,
seven hundred dollar
I
credit.
don't, right. I don't really want that. Can you just put it on the credit card? And she's like, well, no, I can't do that. And I said, well, can you physically not, like, do you physically not know how, or are you just saying you won't do it? And she's like, well, that's not our policy. And I'm like, well, let's call the guy up from the department who told me and
Right.
she's like, and right as I'm getting to this point, this older guy comes up next to me and he's got, not with flooring, but something else, an exact same scenario.
Yep.
And she's telling me, well, we'll make sure we train him, but all we're going to do for you today is give you, the store credit. And I was like, isn't there another option? And she said, if you bring back all of the flooring, now it's already been installed. If you bring back all the flooring, you can return it, get all your money back, and then just buy it back. And I said, well, can't we just pretend I'm sitting here with all of it on the cart? And let's do it that way. So I want to return this flooring. And she's like, no, because I would have to scan it all and, make sure it's all there. I'm like, but if I'm going to take it back, why? So anyway, I kind of lose
I,
my temper.
let me picture this. You were probably very calm. There was probably no raising of the voice, any explicitives whatsoever. Your neck veins probably were not bulging at all.
Nope.
But you
None
calmly
of that.
talked to this young lady.
None of that was happening.
Yeah.
And so that I look up at the board because in Menards they have pictures of all of the like management team, and she's like the last one down the row, and I'm like, oh, and maybe a few expletives, swearing, and veins, all that. You're the assistant to the assistant customer service manager or whatever, blah blah blah. All of a sudden, she like waves, and I didn't even know it was there. There's like a security booth right there, and the security guy comes out and he's like, "You're gonna have to leave now." And the old guy next to me was like, "I'll take the store credit." And I'm like, so I mean, I get the store credit, but I go out. So here's what Barb sees. First of all, she's like, I wonder what took so long. She looks over and here's me literally being escorted out, like hand on the elbow from a Menards by the security guard. Now, what does that have to do with the toaster return? One of the other, so I kept going to Menards, oh, hey, we need laundry detergent. I think they have that at Menards. Let's go get it from Menards, whatever. Well, then we decided since we had painted, we had put the new floor in, we should put new blinds on the patio door. So I went and bought a new set of like those cheap vertical blinds that you used to get, you know. I bought brown ones. The ones we had were blue and we had repainted. I get home and I go to install them and I realize this is the exact same set of blinds. It's just that the panels are individually clipped in. So I pulled the blue ones out that had been hanging in my house for 5 years. And then I put the brown ones in. And then I put the blue ones in the box. I took it back. I go to the counter and I was like, oh, I
Thought it was
the
getting brown.
box said these were brown, but I opened it and they were blue. And the girl's like, "Oh, would you like to go get another one?" I'm like, "No, I think I'll just return them." And she's like, "Would it be okay if I gave you a store credit?" And I said, "That would be great." So that's the toaster story on steroids,
Beautiful,
man.
beautiful, beautiful. So for all our fans that are watching this, little homework assignment. Drop us in the comments. Useless shit I'm sorry. Useless, not
We
useless.
can say shit.
Useful things you have in your home. No, was trying to avoid useless because that triple crock pot is useful. You just don't use
True.
it. So
True.
useful things you might have in your home or things you've just collected over time. Um, that you don't need anymore, that you've forgotten is there, or your tips, ethical, unethical, hopefully very ethical, of things help each other out. And like I said,
And you know what this could turn, dude, you know what this could turn into? A two guys and a dozen donut fan exchange of stuff.
there you go. Yeah, you got a triple. You need a triple crock pot. You drop it in there, and we will get it to you from the tube swap sold.
I mean, and then somebody else puts out there, well,
See, there we
I
are. We're
won't,
not just adding advice. We're helping people now. We're helping.
man, holy cow.
People.
You know,
We're like we'll see if you get this referred. We're like two guys that get shrunk down, put in a blender, and then we get like injected in the human body and going around killing disease. Reference? Got it?
are we with Raquel Welch?
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no. Vince
maybe did I
Vince
go back too
Vaughn,
far?
Owen Wilson, the internship. You ever see the internship where they go and they're interns at Google?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the beginning when they're doing their interview like this. And
Oh,
hey, and now we're saving people's lives. Look at that. We were stuck in a blender.
dude,
Now
we
we're
are
saving
doctors.
people's lives.
Dr. Floyd and Dr. Steve are two. Hey, I looked up,
So now, next time I go into a hotel, I'm checking it as Dr. Yeager.
I'm gonna try it.
How are they going to know? Kristen really is a doctor. I mean, like for real.
Well,
She got a doctorate in pharmacy. So
then you don't have to pretend.
yeah, Dr. Kristen and spouse. I'm good
That's
with
what your name. That's what your name tag usually says
yeah,
at
we're good.
parties.
And
Spouse,
spouse. Yeah.
spouse.
Yeah. Somehow with their doctor stuff, those somehow she got well, important job. You wouldn't have wanted me staying at home raising the kids, let's be honest. So the shit they'd have learned.
I,
Speaking,
I,
speaking of
you,
which, we only got a few minutes left till Zoom's going to cut us off on our recording.
oh,
Speaking of what kids have learned, I got to drop this in there. A week or two ago, Michael, my middle son, he's working about a year now, he's doing consulting, cybersecurity consulting. It calls and as he starts talking about what he's doing, he said, "Well, at the end of the day," and I just started laughing. And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh, you fallen right into that corporate speak." He was like,
he's
"Oh
in the
yeah."
corporate
Was
ease.
like, I use that and I have to circle back on things. And I was like, you remember in 2020 when that pandemic hit, you were home doing your high school stuff. Thomas was home, and you guys would just hear me on calls and just make fun of the corporate stuff that came out of my mouth. He was like, yeah. He was like, that's you now. And he was like, yeah, it kind of
Tell
is.
me about Barb still to this day because the door into my den where I work is glass. And so if I'm on a call, imagine that my voice is loud so she can hear me no matter where she is. And sometimes she'll just stand outside the door and I'll look over at her and she's like, how do you do that? How
Well,
do
the
you
other
do
thing
it all day?
the other thing he did, he said, we were in a meeting with the client. He's doing some consulting for a company in the Netherlands. He was like, and my boss really doesn't know the details, but she was in the meeting. And the client asked, like, can you tell us about other companies, places you've, installed this and how you customized it for them and whatever. She was like, and everybody was kind of quiet. So my boss jumped in, who knows nothing about it. And I said, wait, Michael, before you do, let me guess. She said something that went like this. Well, I'd like to tell you more about what we did for other clients, but in protecting the confidentiality of them, I really can't go into specifics. But we really could customize it to whatever needs you have, really depending on your application and really what you'd like us to do. And just went on for like 3 minutes. And he was like, holy shit, it sounds like you were in the meeting. I said, Michael, this ain't hard. This ain't hard. I could BS with the best of them. And that's all your boss was doing. I was like,
See,
you are
you know, okay, 30-ish minutes or so. We're gonna, like you said, we'll have to wrap it up because we have a time limit. But before I got, you were on the internet this morning. I looked for the donut song. Sorry, it didn't play well,
we will get it,
guys.
fans. We will get it.
But I also saw, I was like, hey, I looked at the list of top two guy podcasts for 2025.
We were at the top.
We're not there yet.
Well,
We're not there yet. But I
yeah.
think that's a good goal. Like again, corporate world, got to have goals, got to have strategy, got to
Right.
have a vision, prism, all that
So
shit.
fans, we need your help, fans. Tell your friends. Tell your friends.
I think we only had 30 views last time. I want to see 40 views for this one. 40 views. Of course, by the time they get to this, they've already seen it. So really me saying it now means they've already counted as a view. So I'm not
Watch
sure
it
that that
again.
did anything. Yeah, watch it like log on as someone else and watch it because then we'll get
Right.
all them.
Right. So,
Well,
all right, my friend. Hey,
we got to do this more
when's your
often
family coming home?
because I only eat donuts when we do this, and I really do like donuts.
I like
So
donuts. When's your family coming home?
tomorrow night.
All right. You enjoy.
Until next
finish my
time,
cafe. Till next
we
time.
love our fans. See
See
you
you,
guys.
fan. Talk to you, Steve.
See you, man.